I was actually at university in Edinburgh, and my mum came up to see me, and I remember looking at her and saying, "I don't look very good, do I?" And the result of that weekend was she said that either we got some help up in Edinburgh or came home to Buckinghamshire. It ended up that my GP referred me to a specialist eating disorder doctor, I don't know what the right title is, and told me about this place called Cotswold House, which was an eating disorders unit in Oxford. Everyone has their own room, and there are a couple of kind of communal areas like sitting rooms where you can sit and watch TV. There's a garden, and kind of a dining room eating area as well, and then upstairs there are all the rooms where the kind of therapists have their offices, and there's rooms where the people from the unit can have their groups together. Some of the staff have worked there for ages and are really experienced, really good. There's people who will see you as an individual person, whereas probably for a bit of time you've been seen as an illness. So they can tailor a care plan to you, and then there are groups that run throughout the day, run by staff. So there are more kind of recreational groups. There's a singing group, an art group, gardening in the summer, probably more. And they're all kind of run by the healthcare assistants and nurses, and it's kind of hobbies and stuff they like doing, and stuff that you could do as a social thing in the real world, which again helps you to get a bit of life back into you. It's a very structured system. Each patient has a kind of special nurse assigned to them, or their own kind of healthcare assistant who's supposed to do your personal care plan and put in extra things for you. So like at the start I was really completely messed up, and at Cotswold House one of the ways in which they help you is they give you a definite structure that you can trust. I was suffering from quite bad depression, and they got the right medication, and then everything started looking up, and I started to see a bit more sense as to why I was there, and realised that the staff around me were actually really working very hard to help me. Being able to actually have that time to focus on yourself, it's easier to work out what your goals are and sort it out, and then everyone else can know and the whole team can kind of work together. And in the end it does become, a team to get the particular person better, and you become part of that team and you're all working together. One of the things that's really useful is I can still remember the kind of structure that I had when I was an inpatient, and you can go back to that because like there it was handed to you on a plate. At home it's not going to be handed to you on a plate, but you might still be able to remember what the plate looks like and have a go. I feel so much better. I feel better than I have done in kind of 2-3 years. Probably, a lot of it I think is down to people getting me on the right medication, sorting me out. And I'm so much more confident. I have the confidence to talk about my feelings a bit better. I never say that getting ill was a positive thing, but from where I was this time last year, or this time 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago, I'm in such a better place now. And yeah, it's enabled me to get better, which is the main thing, and that's really cool, and I probably wouldn't have done otherwise. I think I've been out of hospital as an outpatient now about 8 months. I am at home with my family, which is lovely. My life has really taken a U-turn since before I was in hospital, so I'm really lucky in that I was completely taken out of the situation I was in and given the freedom to go into a new one and move on. So, I mean, I think that's one thing that's really important, and on an individual basis. People want to, you have to move on and make an effort to kind of change things, and the service helps you to do that. So now I'm doing things that I only really ever dreamt of before when I was a little girl, which is really cool. And there's opportunities for moving on in your life. There's kind of advisors to help you jobs wise, socially, kind of family management, all that kind of thing. So yeah, it's about getting back into the community and reconnecting with real life.